Tonight at 6, a nation waits.
I ask everyone to stay calm.
We'll not allow the corruption to steal such an important election.
Cherry Creek and CU Boulder pull students from class.
Testing sites struggle to meet demand.
The last 2 days, we've done about 800 to 850 tests.
Mountain towns try to get skiing going at the worst possible time.
People don't know their schedules. I mean, a week ahead of time, I don't.
Plus, police chase an assault suspect deep into a state park.
And we finally get a little good news from the fire lines.
And good evening, and thanks for choosing Denver7. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Shannon Ogden, and we have a lot to get to tonight, beginning with a quick update of the presidential election. Former Vice President Biden has 253 of the necessary 270 electoral votes, 264 if you count Arizona.
Media outlets are split on that state. The Associated Press and Fox News have called it for Biden. Others are taking a more cautious approach.
President Trump almost certainly has to win Arizona to have a shot at another 4 years in office, and another batch of results is expected to come down there at 7.
Meanwhile, Pennsylvania believes it could know the outcome of its race by tonight, a win there, and Biden takes the White House. We'll keep you posted on air, on Twitter, and of course on thedenverchannel.com.
All right, now to coronavirus and the record 3,300 new cases reported tonight in Colorado.
Not ideal for hospitals. 1,000 beds are occupied by patients suspected or confirmed to have the virus. And this is just about as bad as it's ever been.
Cherry Creek calling off in-person learning until the cases calm back down. Elementary school students will wrap in-person learning Wednesday and then go remote Monday the 16th. Middle and high school students will finish out the week and then go online Wednesday.
CU Boulder and DU will go remote on Monday the 16th. The change will last the remainder of the semester. And it's unclear how far Governor Polis is willing to go to curb cases. There was widespread anticipation that another stay-at-home order could be announced during today's news conference. Instead, he again implored Colorado to do better and bring down the numbers.
We cannot afford a November that is like October. We need to do better. Getting back to what we know works. You know it. I know it. We just need to do it. Each of us needs to do better. We need to see less people, as difficult as that might be for the next month. We need to physically distance. We need to wear masks whenever we are around others.
Any kind of setback here would deal a devastating blow to mountain towns. Denver7's Russell Haythorne reports tonight from the high country, where ski season could be on the brink.
Yeah, you guys, small mom and pop markets like this one in Keystone are both anxious and excited for opening day tomorrow. They are cautiously optimistic that the crowds will return, even though they recognize COVID restrictions are on the rise.
9, 10, there you go, kiddo. Have a good day and come see us again.
Inside the Village Grocery and Liquor Store at the base of Keystone.
We're stocked up now, so with groceries and liquor and gifts and souvenirs, and so we're all ready for them.
Manager Cindy Massaro knows this year will look and feel different.
Of course, feeling, that it's going to be a good season. It might not be as much as some years, but we're hoping for a good season.
Outside, the resort is testing the gondolas for opening day tomorrow.
Opening day is finally here, which we're so excited about.
New rules this season include only riding the gondola or chairlifts with members of your party, face masks while you're in lift lines, ticket lines, or the restroom, and reservations will be required here at Keystone and all Vail resorts.
So if you want to ski at the mountain, you're going to need to make a reservation ahead of your arrival.
That has locals like Dina Sveinson concerned.
You got to get online. There's issues with that. People don't know their schedules. I mean, a week ahead of time, I don't.
While Vail Resorts insists you will be able to make day of reservations, Sveinson, who is out for a stroll with her bunnies, says the system favors tourists coming up for multiple days.
And then the 7-day window that we have to book, that's not geared towards locals. That's geared towards people who are coming from other places outside the Colorado.
Time will tell how well the reservation system works. Back at the market, Massaro says the return of ski season will give small businesses the much-needed boost they've so desperately missed.
And we're excited. If you want to come up and visit us, we would love to see all of you.
In Keystone, Russell Haythorne, Denver7.
We all needed to see that stroll with the bunnies tonight. Colorado jobs market's already showing signs of another slowdown. 7,000 people filed for initial claims of unemployment last week, and that's up 1,000 from the week before. It's up 2 from the week before that. 207,000 total Coloradans continue to rely on unemployment checks week to week to get by.
Testing sites are having a difficult time keeping up with the surge in demand. Denver7's Liz Gilardi with us tonight. And Liz, Jeffco Stadium is at capacity twice this week before 9 a.m. The Douglas County Fairgrounds has also struggled. So what's the issue and where can people go to get tested?
Well, really, it's more of a matter of staffing instead of the actual number of tests that they have. But this testing site in Centennial just opened on Monday. Today was their busiest day yet, and testing sites are working to ramp up capacity as numbers continue to go up. But some people are still showing up to sites only to be turned away. COVID-19 cases hit an all-time daily high in Colorado. As numbers go up, testing sites are being taxed. This is what the testing location at the Jeffco Stadium looked like when we showed up this morning. The site was at capacity, forcing it to close for the day.
Now we are seeing a shift in Colorado.
A spokesperson for Stride, the company operating the site, told me they have enough tests, but an increased demand for testing is leading to staffing issues. Additional staff will be added beginning tomorrow to increase capacity.
We have plenty of testing. So if there's a testing site running out, just connect them with us. We will get them the tests. We have over 80 testing sites across the state that we partner with and help supply.
There's plenty of resources at this new testing location in Centennial. Monday was opening day and more than 600 people were tested. The number of tests only seem to be going up.
The last 2 days we've done about 800 to 850 tests. Around 1 or 2 p.m. today, we were almost at that mark.
The site director says they can test anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 people per day at this location.
Wherever there's a need and they determine that need, we just kind of go.
He says mornings are typically busy with cars lined up, waiting for them to open.
It's really based on our staff, right? We have a great setup thanks to the county. So the more staff we add, the more throughput we're capable of.
And it's really all about staff, and as you heard at the Jeffco Stadium site, they're trying to ramp that up, get more staff in. They said that will be beginning tomorrow, so hopefully they'll be able to stay open a little bit longer. Reporting live in Centennial tonight, Liz Gilardi, Denver7.
Liz, thank you. Denver police arresting 8 people on charges of everything from disobeying a lawful order to assault on a police officer. Investigators say this is their handiwork along East Colfax, broken glass and graffiti at the Ogden Theater, smashed windows at a dentist's office and at the Wendy's on Emerson. While the suspects billed this as a protest, it was never really clear exactly what they were hoping to accomplish. Last night, they told our crews this was about signaling the status quo cannot stand regardless of who wins the presidential election.
The hunt for a stabbing suspect has lasted from morning into night in Fort Collins, still going on this hour. Police believe this man, Jonathan Crosley, stabbed a woman yesterday evening and then disappeared into the area of Laurie State Park and Horsetooth Mountain. The victim was seriously hurt. Police say Crosley and the victim were known to each other.
Comcast, Excel, and their subcontractors are the target of a lawsuit filed by the family of an Aurora woman killed in a gas explosion. The suit claims those companies and workers were negligent when they struck a gas line and ignited a massive fire at Heather Gardens Assisted Living. 82-year-old Carol Ross was killed. The DA ultimately ruled her death an accident. Comcast has previously offered its sympathies, but few specifics. Excel has suggested contractors should shoulder the blame.
Much of Rocky Mountain National Park will reopen on Friday to drivers and cyclists and hikers. Now, the west side of the park, the one most impacted by the East Troublesome Fire, will stay closed for the time being. As for that fire, the East Troublesome Fire, 37% contained tonight. Cameron Peak, 92% contained. And they are the largest fires on record in Colorado. Combined, they burned 400,000 acres and destroyed hundreds of homes and buildings.
Coming up, voters give Denver Public Schools a boost.
We want a school system, a funding system that works for all.
And Littleton goes to pot and finally approves the sale of recreational marijuana.
It's been a long time coming.
Another really warm day today, but big changes are coming up over the weekend.